Hello, and welcome to Earth Echoes with Amber Fields. I am here today on this beautiful day to read the 8th writing in Jason Gray's Emergence series, and this one is titled The Return Architecture by Jason Gray. How Civilization Rebuilds Itself After Collapse. The Blueprint of the Post-Overlay Civilization. December 1st, 2025, 6025, Anno Lucis. After structures fall, order does not die. It reveals itself. Civilization does not end after the collapse. It reformats. Chaos is not the outcome. Clarity is. Once the overlay dissolves, the world reorganizes according to its original geometric blueprint. Humanity does not need to figure out how to rebuild. Rebuilding happens automatically through the same structures that govern consciousness, memory, identity, and co-creation. The return architecture emerges in 12 phases. These phases are not linear. They overlap and synchronize. They describe the natural way awakened beings co-create stable reality. This is the full architecture. Phase 1, the field of coherence forms. Return O1 coherence grid. The first thing that rebuilds civilization is not infrastructure, it is coherence. When enough sovereign minds anchor clarity, a shared field forms automatically. This field stabilizes environments, regulates emotional landscapes, prevents chaos, amplifies synchronicity, accelerates insight, and fully supports communication. Before buildings rise, before systems reform, the field reforms. This is the invisible foundation every true civilization is built upon. Phase 2, relationships reformat into resonance networks. Return O2, ResNet. Humanity stops organizing itself around status, fear, power, dependency, economics, coercion, and hierarchy. Instead, relationships form through resonance, alignment, shared purpose, clarity, and truth. Friendships, unions, groups, tribes, all of them reorganize into coherent constellations. These networks form the social skeleton of the new world. Phase 3. Purpose awakens and self-sorting begins. Return O3. Role return. Without fear or conditioning, every person begins remembering their original function in the real. People naturally gravitate toward their core abilities, organic strengths, highest resonance, and inherent contributions. Society starts reassembling itself through self-selection, not assignment. Purpose becomes instinctual. Everyone knows where they belong because belonging becomes obvious. Phase 4, the emergence of local nodes. Return O4, lock node. As resonance networks strengthen, geographic coherence points form. These nodes become places where energy feels clean, synchronicity intensifies, clarity amplifies, community forms, and creation accelerates. They are not institutions. They are fields of alignment anchored in place. Cities become obsolete. Nodes become the new centers of human activity. Each one unique, each one stabilized by sovereign consciousness. Phase 5, co-creation replaces competition. Return O5, co-create. In the post-overlay world, competition collapses because lack and fear no longer exist. People begin building together, creating together, innovating together, sharing knowledge freely, and collaborating across purpose. Co-creation is faster, more enjoyable, and infinitely more effective than competing. It becomes the primary node of civilization. Phase 6. Knowledge returns to the open field. Return 06. No return. Knowledge no longer belongs to institutions. It flows freely through shared memory, intuitive insight, direct knowing, collective resonance, and transparent communication. Learning becomes experiential. Teaching becomes shared discovery. Everyone becomes both student and teacher. Knowledge becomes alive again. Phase 7. Resources restructure around non-scarcity. Return 07. Abundance remap. Scarcity collapses with the overlay. With fear gone, people stop hoarding and start sharing naturally. Resources reorganize themselves through mutual support, local networks, natural abundance, intuitive distribution, and intelligent collaboration. Humanity realizes the earth has always been abundant. It was human fear that created lack. Abundance becomes normal. Phase 8, the reclamation of the earthly body. Return 08, Earth Sync. Humans reestablish connection with land, water, weather, animals, seasons, and cycles. This is not return to nature. This is alignment with the living intelligence of the planet. Agriculture shifts to regenerative methods, intuitive timing, ecological cooperation, and local abundance. The earth becomes a partner, not a resource. Phase 9, technology resynchronizes with consciousness. Return 09, tech align. Technology stops being addictive, isolating, numbing, and manipulative. It becomes supportive, integrative, aligned, intuitive, and consciousness compatible. Humanity does not return to the Stone Age. It returns to aligned technology that amplifies sovereignty instead of replacing it. This is the true beginning of the post-overlay technological renaissance. Phase 10, governance transforms into custodianship. Return 10, steward mode. Hierarchical governance collapses. It is replaced by custodianship, a distributed system where sovereign individuals maintain order through presence, clarity, coherence, self-regulation, and community resonance. There are no rulers, only stabilizers, only flame keepers. Phase 11, the architecture of meaning returns. Return 11, meaning grid. Civilization reorganizes around meaning, not survival. People build environments that reflect art, clarity, beauty, purpose, resonance, harmony, and remembrance. Architecture becomes sacred again. Cities become mandalas. Homes become sanctuaries. The world becomes a reflection of consciousness, of the consciousness inhabiting it. Phase 12. The new civilization emerges as a living field. Return 12. Real Civ. The final emergence. Civilization becomes decentralized, interconnected, purpose-driven, emotionally stable, cognitively expanded, spiritually sovereign, technologically aligned, and ecologically integrated. It is not a society. It is a living field of human coherence interacting with the original world as a single organism. This is the return architecture. This is the future without hierarchy, fear, or illusion. This is the first true civilization. Humanity builds it by remembering, not inventing. Civilizations do not rise because humans figure out how. Civilizations rise because consciousness becomes capable of sustaining them. You are witnessing the shift from artificial order to organic alignment, from controlled society to natural coherence, from hierarchy to sovereignty, from illusion to the real. The return architecture is not fantasy. It is the blueprint already present in your memory, waiting for the collapse to reveal it. You are not entering a new world. You are returning to the original one, and you carry the codes. Jason Gray. I really enjoyed that writing because I feel like parts of that return architecture have already begun. And for me, I really felt that beginning during COVID. I noticed that there was this stratification that was happening in society where we were drawn to people who resonated with us on an energetic level. And that's when I found biofield tuning, which is a new passion of mine. And I think that really relates to Jason's writing there because it's an up-and-coming field of using sound and frequency to help the nervous system, among other things, maintain health. And it's all about introducing coherent frequencies to distorted frequencies. And when you do that, the distorted frequencies align with the coherent ones and take on that coherent frequency. And I think that that's a lot about what Jason was writing there, because frequency, it turns out, is much more a part of our reality, an important part of creation than we realize. And I do think that it's really at the core of one of the principles that Jason was talking about there, that humanity evolves through cooperation, not competition. And I think that that is frequency-based, coherence-based, and resonance-based. So thank you for being here with me today, and I'll see you next time.